Hello, sixth graders, and welcome to our lesson on mental strategies. This is Marcus. Marcus has to work out 5 times 28 in his head. What is he going to use? Well, he is going to use mental calculations. What is mental calculation? Well, a mental calculation is one that you work out in your head by thinking rather than using pen and paper methods. Sometimes you might need to jot down steps on scrap paper. That does not mean that you're calculating, but the steps help you to remember. So it's reminders, not working. There are several strategies that can help you do mental calculations. Today, we will focus on 4 strategies. The strategy when multiplying by 10 or 100, when multiplying by 2, when multiplying by 5, when dividing by 2. In our next video, we'll talk about the strategies for adding 2-digit numbers, multiplying by single-digit numbers, and subtracting 2-digit numbers. Let's begin with what we do when we multiply by 10 or 100. Take a look at these examples. Do you see a pattern? Well, when multiplying by 10 or 100, the strategy here is to put 1 or 2 zeros at the end of the number. So take for instance 19 times 10. We're going to take 19 times 1, which is 19. Look at the 10, which only has 1 zero, and so that means we only place 1 zero behind our 19, which now gives us 190. So 19 times 10 is equal to 190. What about the strategy we need to use when multiplying by 2? Well, when multiplying by 2, there is something simple for us to do. Take, for example, 123 times 2. The strategy we're going to use here is to double the number, or that simply means to add it to itself. So that means 123 plus 123. What will that be? 246. When multiplying by 2, we double the number. Let's now look at multiplying by 5. When multiplying by 5, it is easy as pie. Let's look at this example. 5 times 23. What would the strategy be? Well, the strategy here is to multiply by 10 and then half the answer. So if we multiply 10 times 23, we get 230. Let's break that down. 230 is 200 plus 30. Half of 200 is equal to 100, and half of 30 is equal to 15. 100 plus 15 is equal to 115. So that means that 5 times 23 is equal to 115. Let's look at what to do when dividing by 2. When we divide by 2, it is easy to do. Take for instance 518 divided by 2. The strategy here is to half the values in each place or group of places. So, let's break down 518. We can break that into 500 plus 18. Half of 500 is 250. Half of 18 is 9. 250 plus 9 is equal to 259. So that means 518 divided by 2 is equal to 259. Awesome, boys and girls. You were paying attention. In our next lesson, we're going to look at adding two-digit numbers, multiplying by single-digit numbers, and subtracting two-digit numbers. So, let's go back to Marcus. Do you know what Marcus should do now? He's going to use the strategy when multiplying by 5. That means he's going to multiply by 10. So 10 times 8 is equal to 80. And then he's going to halve the answer. 80 divided by 2 is equal to 40. So now that means that 5 times 8 is equal to 40. Remember, boys and girls, that mental calculations are done in your head. There are several different strategies that you can use to add, subtract, multiply, and divide mentally. This lesson was created by Miss Antonia Bain.